Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How you doing, my royalty squad? Um, so today we're gonna be talking about um, dealing with anxiety, and I have some stuff that I have written down here on this piece of paper about dealing with anxiety, and it's backwards. I'm sorry, but it says dealing with anxiety. So, um, so what I can say basically is that not everyone suffers from anxiety, but I think at this point right now, since we're dealing with the whole coronavirus and everything, that there's a lot of people dealing with either depression or they're just anxious. And I, for one, I'm not gonna lie, I been anxious. I've been depressed. I wouldn't say every day, but like, um, reality for me is that I do have anxiety disorder. So yeah. um, you know, and there's other people out there in the world who may have it as well. You don't notice that they have it, but they have it. And I think, and especially dealing with everything going on, we're all trying to go about it differently, if that's the right word. I just want to be able to, I want to be here for you guys so that we can talk and that, if if y'all need to talk, like, you guys can just, like, what's it called? In the comment section, just like write down, like, oh, I'm feeling this way because blah, 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 blah. I don't know. So anxiety is not not always something that should be taken lightly, because a lot of, like, since there's different types of things, there's different types of anxiety. Sorry, I can't talk right now. But it shouldn't be taken lightly, but it depends on how bad someone has it. So let's say, because okay, so let's start with so there is, well, the ones that I would be like social anxiety, general general anxiety, and there's panic disorder, OCD, and PTSD. So in my experience, for me, I have um, more so social anxiety, but it's not like severe or anything like that. It's more mild. Just because when I'm around people, I just tend to I get nervous sometimes. But I don't know. I'm not really sure. Like, I'm not really sure what Like, I think just being around people sometimes triggers my anxiety. But also, like, with the fact that everything right now that we're dealing with, I for one have been, I cried. Like, I felt so much, like, heart been racing, and other stuff that, we don't need to talk about right now. But if you guys feel the need to talk about anything, remember, you can always write in the comment section, say whatever you're feeling. We can totally talk about it. It's cool. Um, so like I said, I also have dealt with, I call them anxiety attacks, but I guess some people call them panic attacks. In a way where, well, it's not, I wouldn't say it's recent. It happened last year, but it was just because I was in school and I felt very stressed out, um, with everything that's, because I'm in college. So, you know how the college life really stresses people out. And so it's not easy. I'm dealing with all these things. And I, for one, feel that, we need to just take it, relax with things. But it doesn't matter if you're in college or in high school, elementary school, middle school. You still, like, if you need to take a break on whatever it is that you're doing, take it 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes if you want. Take an hour break if you want to. Because if you've been sitting like I feel that people just overwork themselves. I think that's my problem sometimes too. Do so much in a day, whether it be helping my family or um, just school, um, whether it be trying to find a job or, because now I have YouTube. So this is good for me, and I'm so happy. No, believe me, it may look like my smile is fake, but trust me, it's real. Um, so yeah, so like in my experience, I've dealt with social anxiety, panic disorder, and if you see me looking down, it's not because I'm like messing with my thumbs or something. It's like I'm just looking at the paper that I have my stuff. Um, so okay, so I'm not sure how many of you have either dealt with any type of anxiety disorder, or if you have it. If you do, then what gets like recently is I take deep breaths. That's what I've done recently, like with everything. I've taken this, with things, we have this tendency where we get frustrated, or being around people really makes us frustrated, and sometimes somebody may say something that triggers us, and we get like, I don't want to say crazy, but we sort of act kind of crazy in a way where like we're like shouting at the person or something. I don't know. I guess maybe that's just me. I don't know, but if that happens to you, let me know. Um, and let's see. So, but also, if you guys go through it, let me know anxiety if you have it. Let me also let's talk. What type of anxiety do you guys go through if you have? But for if you okay, so better yet, if you're dating someone who has anxiety disorder, um, because I've dated people who've dated. Well, actually, yeah, okay, better use of words. Um, I mean, people have dated me, and I'm always like, oh, so like if this happened, what would be the outcome of that? Like, I don't say it like that, but like, I don't say it like that. But if, I'm a very I'm also a curious person, anxious about certain things, about certain situations, whether it be dating, whether it be social activities, it doesn't matter. Meeting new people, I'm sort of okay with it, but not really. And everyone's different, It's not shyness. That's not the problem. But it's just a matter of being judged, I guess. Like people judging me. And people are like, oh, you shouldn't really care. But if you have anxiety and you're like anxious all the time, you're gonna be scared. And sometimes people don't understand that is that for me or for people that I know people I've met people who've had anxiety before, or who may have it. I met people, and I mean they just go day to day. But at the same time, um, you know, like I said, dating someone who has anxiety easy. It's not easy. But you have the thing to do it is that you have to just go slow. Go slow with them. Just take your time. Don't rush it. Because if you're like asking them, hey, when are we going to see each other? Hey, when are we going to do this and this? Like, no, then you're just pressuring them and you're making them more. And, some people don't like that. But I think that's in general. Because whether you're a guy talking to a girl like that or you're a girl talking to a guy like that, you need to set the pace for the relationship, or set the pace for what exactly that you're talking about. I mean, if you're married to the person, then obviously you know how to handle it. You know how to deal with the person. But if you're not married, like your boyfriend and girlfriend, or girlfriend, girl, your relationship status is, or whatever sexuality you are, it does not matter because regardless of what you're going through, we need to take breaks, we need to slow down, and we need to just take a breath, like, and then go back into the situation. So, you know, um, but I don't. I wish I could say that this goes for people who do go through, who are like shy, but I don't think it has to do with. So, but either way, you can use the tactics for whatever it is that may happen in life. You know, but what the main thing with dealing with anxiety is that we need to like to just relax and breathe. Oh, and another thing, meditation. If you're into like the type of like yoga, meditating and stuff, try that. Try meditating. Drink some tea. Go to a room. Listen to music. Whatever it is. If you want to cry, let it out. That also helps. If you're an anxious person, but you also like you're frustrated and you want to cry it out, cry it out, honey. It will work. It will. I mean, everybody's different, but if you're the type of person that's really like emotional, for like OCD and PTSD, they say I know I've met people who have PTSD, and like it's not an easy subject to deal with. But the only thing is that sometimes it's you don't want to relive that moment. You don't want to go back to that situation because it hurts so much. You know, it's hard to go about it. But sometimes I think the best way to deal with those type of things, those type of situations, is to just, even though we don't want to, is to kind of like sit down, you know, whatever it is, or coffee, tea, whatever, water, whatever, and just write down or just think about, reflect on what happened, and see if is it, you know, feeling this pain. I'm about to like I want because I'm thinking about some stuff myself, but and with OCD, I guess honestly, I'm not really sure how to like deal with that. But if you guys, if any of you OCD, please let me know, cause you know I'm not really sure. But yeah. So I will see you guys next time. Make sure if you have anything to talk about like, when it comes to anxiety and stuff, DM me or you know, write in the comment section. You know, we'll talk. Share, like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.